And good morning, everybody. I have got a great discussion for you today. It's called the 135 method on how to accomplish any goal that you set for yourself. No matter how large the goal is, how small the goal is, how complicated the goal is, this is a method that is tried and true and proven to help you take massive action, strategic action, and laser focus it on accomplishing your goal. This is advice that I had to pay for when I lived in Dallas and I was running a multi state marketing agency. I had a business coach, a business mentor, so to speak. And this was something I picked up from him. And he showed it to me, and I have put it in action, and I have used it in my life, and it has helped me. And I want to bring it to you today for free. It cost me, but I'm going to give it to you for free. Um, I just figured I'd come to you this morning and I'd share my morning coffee and I'd discuss this with you. It's called the 135 GPS method. And that's because it works very much like a GPS system. And for those of you who don't know, my name is Mark, and I bring life advice, life skills content, self betterment content. I'm an author, I've written several books, and I'm a volunteer chaplain in the Florida Department of Corrections. I go in there and I teach life skills and life improvement classes to the fellas that are still locked up in there. But enough about me. I just wanted to give a quick introduction for those who have never seen me or heard me talk before. But without further ado, I'm going to get into this. How to accomplish or how to achieve any goal. The first thing that I want you to understand is massive action brings about massive results. It doesn't matter what goal you set for yourself. If you employ massive action, you're going to get massive results. But this is the 135 GPS method. And it's called that because just like a GPS on your phone, you punch in where you want to go, the address, and it will take you turn by turn to wherever it is you're going. So will this method to achieving any goal. And the 1 in the 135 system stands for one goal. The 3 stands for 3 priorities. And the 5 stands for 5 steps. So what you do is you set your one goal. No matter what that one goal is, you set your one goal, and then you list 3 priorities on what you would have to do in order to accomplish that goal. And then once you set your 3 priorities, you list 5 steps to accomplish each of those 3 priorities. So when you're done, it's 15 steps to accomplish any goal that you set. Let me give you an example, okay? I'm going to use my YouTube channel and my desire to make it grow as an example. So even though I'm going to be talking about how to grow my YouTube channel, this is my own personal goal. And these are my own personal steps. But this method works with any goal that you set, any goal. So if my goal is to create a YouTube channel that is positive, to inspires people and monetize it, that's the goal. Now understand your goal will be different, and your goal, it could be a closer relationship with your spouse. It could be buying a house. It could be getting out of debt. It could be starting a business. It doesn't matter what the goal is. The goal is yours. I'm just sharing an example of mine. So the three priorities that I would set in order to do that would be I'd have to create the channel and post content. And in order to monetize, YouTube says that you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So I have to create a channel, I have to get 1,000 subscribers, and I have to get 4,000 hours of watch time. How am I going to do that? Okay, so the first step is create and post content. Okay, that's the first priority because I can't have a channel if I don't create and post content. So create and post content is the first priority. And I have 5 steps for that. The 5 steps are dedicate time to create content. If I don't prioritize creating content and I just do it randomly, I do it whenever I want to or whenever I feel like it without any type of dedication or strategy, then that's not going to work out too well. So I have to dedicate time and I have to implement a posting and a creating strategy. That's the first step. The second is continue my YouTube education. I don't know everything. And YouTube is steadily coming out with new features. They're steadily coming out with algorithm changes. And there's a lot of people on YouTube who know a whole lot more about creating and monetizing a YouTube channel than I do. So if I want to get where they're at, I need to make time and prioritize continuing my YouTube education. The second, or the third rather, the third step of the first priority is going to be to employ a YouTube short strategy. Shorts do not count for watch time, but they do help you gain subscribers. A lot of subscribers come from YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts are a whole different algorithm, and the algorithm that a YouTube plays its shorts on is completely different than the long form, and they're real aggressive in putting your content in front of new people, which helps you gain subscribers. So any YouTube monetization plan or goal involving wanting to get new subscribers or more subscribers should employ a YouTube short strategy. Okay, so that's 3. So 4, I need to also employ a long form content strategy. Long form content is where you get your watch time from. That's where you build your base from. And employ a live video strategy. That's my 5 steps for the first priority, which is create and post content. And for the new people watching, I just want to back up real quick and explain. Although I'm talking about creating and monetizing a YouTube channel, this video is not about that. This video is about how to accomplish any goal that you want to using the 135 GPS method as an example of a goal so that you can understand the steps of the 135 method. I'm sharing my goal to create and monetize a YouTube channel and showing you what my steps are using the 135 GPS method. But this works with any goal. The goal is yours. It's personal. So the next priority, the first priority is create and post content. The second priority is to get 1,000 subscribers. Okay, because that's a YouTube requirement. How am I going to do that? First and foremost, you have to create better content. If you create good content and your content continually improves, the subscribers are going to come. It's natural. So if you want more subscribers, you got to create better content. That coincides with improving your YouTube or in this case, me, improving my YouTube education, continuing my YouTube education, and continuing to post with a strategy. So everything is working hand in hand. The next, I believe, is take advantage of low-hanging fruit. Low-hanging fruit is ask your friends and family to subscribe. I ask my coworkers to subscribe. I used to work at a restaurant when I first started my YouTube channel. Everybody there subscribed to my channel and helped me get started. If they're still watching today, I appreciate you. Shout out to you. And now I don't work at a restaurant anymore. I work somewhere else, and I tell a few people there about my channel. A few people there have subscribed. My friends have subscribed. My family has subscribed. So that's low-hanging fruit. You take care of that first. The next would be to employ a short-term strategy, a short strategy to gain subscribers. As I mentioned above, one of the things I needed to do in the first step was to employ a YouTube short strategy. Now, actually doing that, what I do, for those of you who have been following me, I get up most mornings and I put out a YouTube short. It's a positive quote, quip, something to think about throughout the day. And that has been pretty successful in helping me to achieve or gain anywhere between 50 and 100 subscribers a month. Now, I would like for that to be more, but I remember the days when it wasn't even that much. So I'm thankful for my growth and to be where I am. But if I want to accelerate this, I need to take more action. And the fifth step to the second priority would be to utilize social media channels. So what I do a lot is after I make a short or I make a video, I'll share it on YouTube, I'll share it on X, I'll share it wherever. And that's the fifth step for the second priority. The third priority is achieving 4,000 hours of watch time. I can't do that with shorts. So I'm going to have to employ a long form strategy. Also, taking advantage of the new vertical live feature, which is what I'm doing right now. As I was continuing my YouTube education, I used to didn't do lives. And as in my continuation of my YouTube education, I watched a few videos on the new feature, vertical lives, and I learned some things about that. The live gets distributed in the shorts feed, which, as I said earlier, the shorts feed is very aggressive and showing your content to new people. So, and also it's real aggressive in promoting your live stream and the video after that. So there's a good chance that you'll get more views and longer watch times if you use vertical lives as opposed to just a normal long form video. But long form videos are good. And what I did is when I was going into the prisons and I was teaching a life skills class in there, obviously I couldn't film inside the prison. But what I did is when I came out of the prison, I would make a long form video about the lesson that I brought to the guys in there. Housing solutions for ex-felons, employment solutions for ex-felons, credit 101. And I made a whole series. It's on my YouTube channel, Going Back to Prison, and it's a podcast. I check on them stats from time to time, and it does fairly well as far as watch time and views. So something else I could do is I could create more series. I got a book called Really Good at Barely Getting By, a survival guide for people living paycheck to paycheck. And it's full of tips, tricks, and life hacks on how to stretch a nickel into a dime. It's for people who get paid on Friday and they're broke on Monday, and they still got the whole week to get through. They got to buy groceries, they got to buy gas, they need school lunches. They may need to borrow a little bit of money till payday. It's got a chapter called "How to Buy a Car with No Money." Never pay for airport parking again. How to buy a lot of cars with no money, and that chapter has nothing to do with the other chapter. It's got chapters on improving your credit. It's got chapters on how to get paid for losing weight, how to save money without even trying. It's just a whole bunch of side hustles and ways to get by when you're broke. That's why it's called Really Good at Barely Getting By. And I think I'm going to start a new series based on that book. That would be long form content, or maybe I'll do it in the sense of a vertical live. But either way, it coincides with the goal of increasing my watch time. So the third priority is achieving 4,000 hours watch time. I went and employ a long form strategy, a vertical live strategy. Then, of course, there's low hanging fruit. What I like to do with the low hanging fruit is before I go to bed at night, I will go to my computer and I will log in as another account, and I'll set my YouTube channel to play. I'll pick a playlist, I'll hit play, and I'll go to bed, and that'll play all night. And I'll do that. My wife will do that. And when I go to work in the morning, I play my YouTube videos for my dog. That way, my dog hears my voice during the day while I'm gone. It brings her comfort, and I increase my watch time. Low hanging fruit. Now, is that going to get me to 4,000 hours all by itself? No, but it's going to contribute. It's going to help. Low hanging fruit. The next would be, let me see here. Oh, something I don't do that I need to start doing in order to accomplish this goal is to end a video with an introduction or a segue to another video. That way, instead of people watching one of my videos, they would watch multiple videos, which would increase the watch time. And again, I see I'm starting to get a few people in the live discussion here. I appreciate you joining. This may sound like a video on how to grow a YouTube channel, but it's actually not. What I'm discussing is advice that my business mentor gave to me when I used to live in Dallas and run a multi-state marketing agency. It was the 135 GPS method, which if you employ it, it will help you to accomplish any goal that you set for yourself. I'm giving an example of a goal that I set for myself to grow my YouTube channel and going through the steps as an example. But you would do this with any goal that you set for yourself. Again, it's one goal. Okay, you write it down, you get real clear about what the one goal is. I want to buy a house in 5 years. I want to raise my credit. I want to pay cash for a new car. I want to start generating passive income. I want to start a business. I would like to have a better relationship with my wife, my spouse, my kids. I would like to move to Colorado. I would like, whatever your goal is, that's up to you. You write that goal down. That's your one goal. You list 3 priorities. What 3 things do I need to do in order to accomplish this goal? In my example of growing and monetizing my YouTube channel, I have to create and post content on a strategic basis. I have to get 1,000 subscribers and I have to get 4,000 hours of watch time. That's the 3 things I have to do in order to accomplish my one goal. Then the 5 for the 135 method. The 5 is 5 steps for each of those 3 priorities, which I just laid out for you what my 5 steps are. So this leads to massive results because you're taking massive action. Anytime you employ massive action, you're going to get massive results in your life. So if you're stuck in a rut and there's something you want to change about your life, employ massive action. If you don't like your job and you want another job, drop 50 applications a week. That's massive action. By next week, you will be, I'm interviewing somewhere. And if you do that every week for a month, man, that's 200 applications. Probably 20 or 30 interviews. That's massive action. Your life will look a whole lot different next month. It works with anything. You write your goal down. One goal, three priorities to accomplish that goal, and 5 steps for each priority. Okay, so I see a few of you here are asking me questions. This is a live discussion, so let me go through here and see. Are you in an MLM? No, I am not in an MLM. I am not doing a multi-level marketing thing, nothing like that. Thank you for asking there. Achilles' Last Stand. Little Leaf says, "What's up, Mark? Stop drinking." I don't drink. It's not my thing. I ain't never drank. Let's see here. Somebody wants to know how old I am. I'm 50. What type of soups do you think? What type of soups do you think would get me good results? I don't understand the question. Voting red or blue? They don't let me vote. They don't let me vote. So what I do instead of voting is I stay up to date on politics. I stay up to date on all the news. I'm kind of a news junkie. I just watch news. I listen to podcasts. I try and take in as much information as I can and be as informed as I can be. And I encourage other people to go vote. What's your opinion on black people? I think all people are great. You're attractive for 50. I appreciate that. My wife thinks so too. I'm blessed. So I've went through this here, and I appreciate I appreciate all of you that left comments and asked questions and watched the video. I will try and employ a step right here and ask you to go ahead and check out some other videos on my YouTube channel. I appreciate if you like and subscribe. Up your averages.